Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on pivot table on how we can actually summarize the data and perform analysis using pivot table. As we can refer in this particular file, we do have a data which has a date, Apple product categories, sales method, the geographical location like the continent, countries, cities, and also a dedicated column for Apple product models and the respective sales. So basically what we are going to do is we will use a pivot table to calculate the total sales of each Apple product categories for each countries. And also we want to show the analysis of the percentage allocation for each sales. So let's get started. So what I'll do is the first thing is I will put my active cell on the table. So once you put the active cell on this particular table, the next step is you press Ctrl A. When you press Ctrl A, it will highlight the entire table. And then you go to Insert, you click on Insert and you click on Pivot Table. You will notice that this particular box will pop up. And then when you press OK, automatically it will go to a new worksheet. So I'm going to press OK. So once I press OK, like I mentioned, it has gone to a new worksheet. So what I'll do is I will try to tick on the Apple product categories, and also I would like to tick on the countries as well. So now we do have the Apple product categories and also countries. And then what I'll do is I will try to tick on the sales USD. So right now we do have the sum of sales for the product categories and each country. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next thing is I'm going to drag the sales USD and put it over here. So right now we do have two sales column. But what I want to do is, as you see over here, when I tick Apple product category and I tick countries, you will notice that the data will pop out at the row section. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my active cell on C5 and then I press right click. Once I press right click, I'll go to show value as and I click on percentage of parent row total. So once I click this, and then you will notice that it will show the percentage allocation for each grouping. So now if just say I just drag the countries and put on the top, so we will have the similar data as well. So for each country, we do have the percentage allocation of the Apple product categories. And then what I'm going to do next is I want to sort the data from largest to smallest. So what I'll do is I'll press right click and then I go to sort largest to smallest. So right now you notice the data is sorted from largest to smallest. And then what you can do is you can also sort this particular country section as well. Right click at the cell C4 and then sort largest to smallest. So once you sort largest to smallest, you will notice that this now gives you a better picture on how you can communicate the data using pivot table. So if you look over here, our requirement is we need to use pivot table to calculate total sales of Apple product categories for each countries and shows its percentage allocation. So right now what we have is we do have the data for each countries and the percentage allocation. So for example, we can understand that in India, we have iPhone and MacBook that dominates the Apple product market. And then in Italy, we notice that iPhone dominates the Apple market. So basically, we can use pivot table to do summarize a data, to do analysis, and also we can also use pivot table to do a presentation as well. So when I put my cursor or the active cell on the pivot table, I can go to pivot table analyze and I can click on insert timeline. So once I click insert timeline, so if you have a date column on your data, so over here it will pop it out. So I have a date column and I press OK. So if just say I want to know the sales for January, so I just click January. So right now we are able to create an interactive presentation to our management. So basically pivot table not only can summarize the data, analyze the data, or present the data, pivot table also can be used to create a storytelling behind the data.